Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss season 2 of Netflix slash DreamWorks slash Universal's animated feature show, Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So 10 episodes for the first season, 10 for the second, 10 for the third. There's more seasons coming. This is the second season, the second series to the Jurassic World franchise, starting from Camp Cretaceous, which is then spinned off from Jurassic World. Jurassic World Dominion was a third. What was the second one? Jurassic World. I don't remember the second title for the second Jurassic World film. Dominion was the third. This fourth one coming out starts with an R. Don't remember. Kingdom? Dark Kingdom? Something? Was the second one? I don't remember. It might come to me. It's been a while since I touched the Jurassic franchise. It's been a minute. I've been in other franchises for a while, but it was slowly coming back. I love these characters. I love their story. The Nublar 6, then the Nublar 5, and then Brooklyn's back with missing an arm. How does all this happen, right? A lot of scandal, a lot of chaos. No pun intended. So season 1 ends with the 5 of them: Sammy, Ben, Kenji, Darius, and Jazz. They're all on the boat to try to figure out how to help Brooklyn. Who's this benefactor, like all these different things, right? What's going on with these dino clonings and dino selling, black markets and things, right? Across the world. So they're on a boat. Of course, all hell breaks loose within regards to this second season. They get off the boat, but Brooklyn is presumed dead, even though she's not dead. She's working in as an undercover aspect to get to this benefactor, to get evidence, to shut her down, and all these things, right? But then there's the controlled Trosiraptors with the whistles and the clicks and the lasers, and there's other things going on. So then the kids wind up being marooned in Senegal, so we're on the west coast of Africa, which is cool. We've never had dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise in a part of Africa before, so that was neat. So we meet this new character. What's her name? Zazzy? No, Yaz? Zena? I think her name is Zena. There's a lot of there was another Z sound. Yaz and Sammy are dating, and then Zena is playing around with Darius because he knows too much and her dad knows too much in regards to dinosaurs, so she treats him like her dad, basically, which is funny. So she's living at this rice farm with her mom and her dad, and they have a bunch of dinosaurs around, but it's a matter of how did these wild dinosaurs just pop up randomly? Well, they had to come from somewhere, right? So Fallen Kingdom, that was the second Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion. As this fourth one, I think it's called Rebirth. I'm curious where in the timeline this is going to fall. If it's going to fall before the events of Chaos Theory or during the events of Chaos Theory, we'll find out. But Biosyn is referenced again in this, so we'll find out. Very interesting to see then Kenji having to deal with the loss of his father at the end of the first season. What happens when Bumpy's egg is then taken? How do you get that egg back? Bumpy wasn't in this season, which I was upset about. I love my Bumpy. So we'll see if Bumpy's in the third. We get this introduction to this compound in Senegal where this broker is one of her main compounds where they're doing these genetic experiments. But it's not a matter of just keeping the already created dinosaurs or already reproducing dinosaurs in a zoo aspect. It's a matter of, to then use for black market transfer, it's a matter of creating new. So this particular doctor has created this baryonyx who was born without eyes. So her senses are different. She can smell and she can hear better. So it's a matter of how does that training work? What happens when an Atrociraptor learns the clicking aspect, the snapping aspect of a tongue click to then control the baryonyx to kill the creator? Oh, scandal. What happens when the Nublar 5 becomes Nublar 6 again, even though Brooklyn is still trying to push them away so that she could do her own thing, but they don't want her to push her away. They want her to be with them because they are the Nublar 6. They're supposed to be together. All of these things. What happens when, Darius reveals the feelings for Brooklyn? What happens when Kenji misses his ex-girlfriend. What happens, because now Darius still kind of likes her. Stuff, right? A lot of amazing, heartfelt moments between all the characters. Sammy and Yaz getting back together because there was a whole river ride separation, which was intense. That was really cool, though, because you brought certain elements of predators in the animal kingdom. You had lions attacking at one point. You had hippos attacking at one point. Hippo versus dinosaur attack. Would have ever thought I'd see it? It was so cool. It was so cool integrating certain aspects of Senegal into this particular thing. I was very happy to see that. Don't get a lot of franchises stopping in Senegal to do some stuff. So it was a lot of like fruit. We were talking about mangoes at one point, or like just things like the clothes they wear, how they speak, the accent. I really enjoyed that cultural immersion to it in an animated show. It was very well done. It gave me chills at certain points. The whole taking out the lights at the compounds, and they having to use their flashlight, and like they're seeing the dinosaurs around the corner. Bro, it was scary. It was scary. And that's what a lot of people forget, is that Jurassic is a horror franchise. It's a kids show that's currently on right now, right? Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory are kids shows. These ain't no kids shows. There is far too much drama. There is far too much blood. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of scary jump scare stuff with these dinosaurs. And when they're going through the holes in this maze with the flashlight on the phone and the baryonyx turns the corner, I jumped. I admit that I jumped. I didn't expect to jump, but I jumped. I'm very impressed with this franchise. Love this franchise. Season 3 just came out a couple weeks ago, beginning of April, actually, now that I think about it. 3 weeks ago, something like that. So we're going to start that. I don't know when the 4th season is coming out. Eventually it'll come out. Anytime something happens within the franchise, like Sean Giambrone, who's the voice of Men, always posts about it. And I've been following him on Instagram since, the Goldbergs basically first started way back in the day. He's pretty cool. So, we'll see when Sean posts, and that's when I know that the next season will come about. That's why I get my news of Jurassic, through Sean. Funny enough. Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2. Excellent, excellent show. On to the next review. Mahalo.